All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting edition of How Do I Do This Anyways? Today's topic of conversation, we're going to do a parametric hex cam. So let's go ahead and get started on that. First off, you want to go ahead and start a new document. So new, and we want to just be a standard millimeter IPT since we're probably going to be 3D printing these. We're going to start a sketch. I'm just going to put it on this standard axis like I normally do. And now I'm going to go ahead and manage this thing, and I'm going to manage the parameters. I'm going to add another numeric, my classic nom, and I'm just going to call this, I want it to be 1.5 inches, but let's say 25, let's just go 35 millimeters, something like that. You can change that if you'd like, doesn't really matter as long as it fits in the box. So, going back to the sketch, I'm going to come over here to the polygon tool, and I'm going to use that instead of trying to sketch this out by hand. And it's already set on a 6 side, so I'm going to click OK. Now, wait a minute, I forgot to make it. Now click, drag it on out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just make it so that way one of the points is up above this thing, okay? And I'm just going to click and leave it out there. Click done. Now, now is where I'm going to set my diameter of this thing, my nominal distance. So I'm going to click dimension, pull that on out here. Wow, almost 700 millimeters. Cool. Can't wait to see this one. All right, so now it's really, really tiny. That's okay though, because it's the right size. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our 2-point center tool, and I'm going to go ahead and make this the right size-ish for my axles. Remember, we're using square 1/4 inch axles, so I'm going to go 0.26 IN, tab, 0.26 IN, and there we go. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this. Now, let's extrude it. That. About 5 millimeters. Okay, now, that is a very prettiful hexagon, except for one problem. You see how there's all these straight lines and the line ends? That's going to be problematic for us to go ahead and have this thing turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these corners, and you could have done this in sketch view, but for some reason I like the fillet in the part view or in the feature view rather than in the sketch view. So I do it here. All right, cool. Now, what's next? Our name is next. So go ahead, start a sketch on that surface. Go ahead and put your initials down. All right, and we're going to go ahead and finish that, and we're going to emboss it into the surface. Okie dokie, cool. So that's essentially the cam. If you want to change it to be other sizes, if you want to move the location of this hole so that way it goes like a larger change in radius, that's fine, go right ahead. But in order to make this easier for us later, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our mid-planes, okay? Our first mid-plane I'm going to put on here is a vertical mid-plane. The second mid-plane, click that mid-plane between 2 planes button, is going to be a horizontal mid-plane. And now, mid-plane between 2 planes, between the front of this thing and the back of it. So we got a bisecting plane right down the center. So now I'm going to go ahead and say File, Save As, and I'm going to make sure it's in my project folder, Parametric Hex Cam. And then put your initials. Ta-da! All right, so hopefully this worked for you, and if you have any questions, let me know.